Hello students, the topic is biotechnology and its applications, and today we are going to learn about transgenic animals. Transgenic, the word itself tells you what these animals are. So these are animals in which special genes are introduced. These are animals whose DNA is manipulated or changed to possess a foreign gene. This foreign gene could be from various sources. For example, you can have human genes which are introduced in rats, rabbits, pigs, sheep, cow, fish, etc. Transgenic mice are very effectively used in detection and diagnosis of various conditions. So why are these transgenic animals so important? This is because whenever we do an experiment using an animal model like a mice or a pig or a sheep or even monkeys, the genetic nature of these organisms is not same as humans, and therefore the results cannot be directly extrapolated to human. For example, if some drug or medicine has to be tried on humans, then before trying on humans, trials are done on transgenic animals. These transgenic animals are animals which have human genes. Hence, the results are going to be very similar to what you would get if the same drug or medicine was tried on a human. But the risk factor cannot be ignored, and hence directly trials on humans are not feasible. Hence, to have results which are very close to what results would be obtained in humans, transgenic animals are used, and these transgenic animals are many times having the foreign gene in the form of a human gene. So we can see in this picture, student, that trans gene is injected inside a organism which is mostly a mice. Mice are used in a lot of research, and hence here an example of mice is shown, but however various types of animals can be used. Now when this trans gene is injected inside the mice will integrate this gene inside its genome, and therefore will have certain characteristics which are similar to the trans gene or the animal from which the trans gene is taken. So thus we can construct a transgenic animal which is having a foreign gene, and therefore we can produce results which are very similar to the animal which needs to be tested by transferring these genes inside laboratory animals. So let us see various applications of transgenic animals, especially to humans. Transgenic animals are used to study the normal physiology and development. We know that there are various complex factors which are involved in the metabolic processes, and it is these factors which regulate the genes. Thus, by introducing genes from other species into organisms, we can study the biological effects. For example, insulin-like growth factors are introduced in animals like mice, and the various research studies can be done about how insulin can function in controlling the normal physiology and development in that particular organisms. Next, very effectively we can use transgenic animals to study diseases. Now we know that certain diseases are caused only in humans. Thus, if we test the manifestation of this disease in laboratory animals, we are unlikely to get the same results as what we would get in humans. For example, if we learn about this COVID-19 virus, we know that it may not affect the other animals, but it affects humans. So if you do studies on monkeys or mice, they may not give you the same result as what the disease would manifest in a human. Now, if we use transgenic models who is having a gene similar to human, a laboratory animal like mice or monkey or a rabbit or a pig having genes from humans and showing human characteristics will be a more better model for testing these diseases. The transgenic models are developed for various diseases like cancer, cystic fibrosis, rheumatoid arthritis, Alzheimer's, etc. Transgenic animals are very effectively used in production of various biological products. Transgenic animals can be made to produce these biological products because human genes are introduced into these animals. Various such products are successively produced. For example, the alpha-1 antitrypsin, which is a biological product which is obtained from transgenic animals, and this is used in the treatment of emphysema. Similarly, various products are used in the treatment of phenylketonuria, cystic fibrosis, etc. A very interesting example is the transgenic cow rosy, which was used to produce human lactate albumin for human babies. You know, students, that the human lactate albumin is present only in the mother's milk. But there are some babies who, for various reasons, cannot be breastfed by the mother. In such cases, if human lactate albumin, which is produced in a transgenic animal, like here in this case the cow rosy, is given to these babies, there is more chance that the milk is going to agree with the body of the babies and it is better assimilated. So this is also one example where human milk can be produced in a cow and can be used for babies who cannot be breastfed. Various examples are there wherein transgenic animals like sheep also are used and various types of biological products are obtained from them. Another very important benefit of transgenic animals is in testing vaccine safety. Students, you know the vaccines are meant to provide immunity to humans, but before they are available for all the people, they have to be tested on various at various levels on animals as well as on humans. Now, transgenic mice are very effectively used in testing vaccine safety. Transgenic mice in which the human genes are introduced, when tested for various vaccines, give results which are very similar to that what is seen in humans. Many times monkeys are used in testing vaccine safety. However, it is difficult to procure monkeys because of various reasons, and hence transgenic animals can be very effectively used as they have the human genes and they can be used as human models for vaccine safety at various levels. So you can see that transgenic mice can be used as a model for development of human disease in a controlled environment, test for new drugs, etc. So a similar example, we will see how it can be used for checking chemical safety. You know that certain chemicals can be very dangerous even in very small quantities. Now, how do we test the safety of these chemicals which are used in wide number of industries, in research work, etc. Now, many of these chemicals may not show the conditions of toxicity in animals. But to test humans for toxicity is also not possible. In such cases, transgenic mice are used. Human genes are introduced in these mice such that these mice are now very sensitive to these toxic chemicals and therefore will show the deleterious effect of those toxic chemicals in a short duration of time, and therefore the safety levels for using these chemicals in industries, research, etc. can be extrapolated and therefore can be used for humans after determining the level of toxicity. So thus we can see that transgenic animals have wide application in various fields. Thank you, students.